most brands, once in their lives when they were successful, I think stood for or espoused some timeless human value or attribute, which touched people deeply one way or the other. This is over and above their product specificity, and that's what made the brand famous. And of course, there's nothing like success that creates failure. So you've got this successful proposition done in a successful way. So the natural reaction is to not change anything. Now, of course, the problem is that the world is changing around you. So by not changing, you are radically changing the meaning, the impact of the brand in the marketplace. So this is the first thing really about meaning and expression. To continue to mean the same thing, you have to constantly update your expression in order that you're pressing the same buttons. Advertising is like lettuce or milk. It has to be sold fresh. It goes off quite quickly. So what you have to do is decide what the brand means, what it stood for when it was successful, and what's the timeless element of that. Axe-Links had this execution that worked. The brand was great at a certain point, and it was sort of back in the 70s. It all involved this this guy, giving this woman flowers, or she gave him flowers, I can't remember. It was known as the double drop. So the flowers were dropped once by accident and their eyes met, and then I think the woman dropped them again because she wanted to obviously get to know this bloke a bit more. So that was it. That's how to sell Axe, and it was successful. So of course, mustn't change it. So the creatives used to get this brief saying, it's boy meets girl, and you must have the double drop in there, whatever happens, because it's a key brand property. And of course, there you were, locked in execution, in the concrete of the double drop, unable to walk one way or the other. So here's a briefing, it's boy meets girl, okay, agency folk, and you've got to have the double drop in. And last film they were in the Caribbean. This variant is Flowers of Florence or whatever, so we think it should be in Italy. Could you go and write that script and make that film? Well, I don't know, I'm not a creative person, but that sounds pretty tedious to me. So, and of course sales then started to come off the boil, and you end up with a situation where you're in the 80s, but you've got an execution with sort of Roger Moore in a safari suit, and a depiction of boy meets girl, which is older than the combined age of the team. So it's not selling anymore. So you go back to the meaning, you go back to what it always meant, which was about seduction, and about a contemporary, relevant and eye-catching story of seduction, and the rest is history, as they say. The advertising was absolutely turned on its head. There were no more flowers. The theme of gay love was introduced, etc., etc., etc.
Dreams that you dare to